Okay, so we're back on for our 10th podcast on alignment. And an interesting little fact for you is that we're recording on the 22nd of the 2nd. Look that up in terms of angel numbers, because that is very significant. And when we scheduled this podcast, we didn't have a subject. So we didn't schedule it thinking we're going to do alignment on the 22nd of the 2nd. It just aligned. So how do you know alignment is happening between you and others? And have there been times when being in alignment caused more harm than good? So to summarize, for me, I think everything is in alignment. I do believe that the universe is working in my favor, and that even when things don't look good, when things may look negative, they actually can be positive, and again, sometimes things can look wonderful and then you realize later that they're not. We are mirrors, so the universe is mirroring back to us who we are. So everything in that regard, therefore, has to be in alignment. And it's about the frequency that we're sending out, and our thoughts and our words and our actions. And when something may look negative, it could be the best thing that's happening. So for instance, Aurelia is all about what's recently happened with my skin. And at the time, it was literally the worst thing I think I've had to deal with physically, more so than labour. Super intense, super painful, super stressful, but spiritually, it was the best thing that could have happened. So everything is perspective. What are the signs that tell you cosmic alignment is happening in your life? And how do you make use of that information? So I do see things like angel numbers, repetitive numbers. I do pay attention to what I regard as the Most High talking through people. I think I've got quite a good radar on that these days. Messages come through other people, other high frequency people. People on lower frequencies may have a message, but it's not necessarily in my favor. And really, it's just awareness, isn't it? Consciousness and awareness. So what I do with that information, it just makes me aware to pay attention to what is coming, really. But I think it's important at the same time to not think about things and create stories, because we're constantly creating. So a perception of something can lead to a thought process that creates an outcome. Does your body ever let you know that you're out of alignment? If so, in what ways? So as I said, I think everything is in alignment with who I am at any given time. So I don't actually believe in being out of alignment, if that makes sense. I'm able to intuit things which may be positive or negative, but again, I do see them as being in alignment. So I do follow my gut. I have a strong intuition, I have a strong gut. Something else that I've been doing recently is, if there's something that I'm not sure of, I'll meditate on it. And there's been a particular circumstance which I wasn't very sure of, and every time I meditated on it, I'd smile, sometimes even laugh. So I think it's about the feeling as well. If something feels good to me, then I know it's a good thing. And what does feeling good mean? I have a better understanding of what something feeling good is these days, because I think you can confuse that if you're not aware of self. And is internal conflict a sign of misalignment or growth towards higher alignment? Internal conflict, again, I'm not sure I would say it in that way, just because I don't feel at this point in my life that it's necessarily internal conflict. It's more about me reading a situation and maybe figuring out how I'd like to progress with it. But I pretty much kind of have my view. My own view or perspective is rarely in conflict. I perceive what I perceive. So if there's any conflict that comes about, it's about my actions, what I'm going to do about what I perceive, not what I perceive, if that makes sense. So I don't see it as a sign of misalignment. And I see everything as growth. Everything is growth towards a higher version of yourself, which is a lifelong journey. It's not one thing. You don't achieve it and there's a party and then everything's the same, because that would be super boring as well, wouldn't it? Expansion and growth of consciousness is ongoing, and it's about, you can reach whatever lofty heights you want to reach depending how willing you are to grow and evolve, how willing you are to pay attention to self, to evaluate self, to reflect, to pour into self, to make changes, adaptations, to be present and mindful. All of these things are in our own hands. It's up to us what we do. So that ascension or going to higher levels is an individual thing. But then you will align with others that are in the frequency that you're in. So like I said, it's a bit mind-bending for me, I can't lie. So I'm looking forward to the podcast. It's going to be a great one.